Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about eating habits. First of all, what is eating habits? The term eating habits refers to why and how people eat, which foods they eat, as well as the ways people obtain, store and discard food. When it comes to eating, we have strong habits. Some are good, for example, I always eat breakfast, and some aren't so good. I always clean my plate. Although many of our eating habits were established during childhood, it doesn't mean it's too late to change them. There are 4 types of eating habits: full eating, joy eating, fog eating, and storm eating. Anytime you eat anything ever, you can categorize it into one of those 4 components, and by doing that you can really see where the extra overeating and the extra calories and the weight is coming from. Categorizing eating helps to evaluate and understand when you are eating for reasons other than to provide your body nourishment. First one is fuel eating. When we engage in fuel eating, we know that we are eating to provide nutrition to our bodies. They include foods like fruits and vegetables. Second type is joy eating. This is when you eat food simply because it tastes good. Examples include cupcakes, cookies, candy, and anything else that tastes delightful but provide little or no nourishment for our bodies. Next type is fog eating. It is eating when you aren't hungry or eating when you are distracted. It could be eating a bag of chips while watching our favorite program on television and not realizing how much until the bag of chips is empty. Storm eating can happen when you have been on a diet and also happen when you feel a great sense of emotion and feel out of control. There are many factors that determine what foods a person eats. In addition to personal preferences, there are cultural, social, religious, economic, environmental, and even political factors that influence people's eating habits. Let's talk about context of what is already known and what we expect to learn. We already know what is eating habits and their types and factors that affect eating habits. Now we expect to learn main effects of eating habits and changes in common diseases and differences of eating habits. It's no secret that when we eat healthy food, we feel healthy. But why is this? How does the food we put in our body have such a grand effect on how we function from day to day? When it comes to our health, the food we put in our body can have a significant effect, especially when it comes to our heart. Weight gain, physical inactivity, stress, obesity can greatly increase the risks of heart disease and various cancers. Eating habits affect both mental and physical wellness. What you eat affects your immune system, bone health, and athletic performance, among other functions. It plays a role in your mental health too. Healthy eating supports cognition, problem solving, memory, alertness, sleep, and information processing. With a culinary tradition of around 4,000 years, Greece has experienced different changes in its cuisine with the passage of time, and you are well informed that the coming days will be busier than the present days. Thereby, we may have less time to cook and have foods. We may start depending on professional food providers to get their daily meals. So, the food may not be the same as it is today. People may move to quick-made foods like burgers, pizza, chips instead of traditional food items. It wouldn't be surprised if most of the people in different parts of the world stop cooking at home completely because of making fast food available at a very affordable price. However, at the same time, people wouldn't also be surprised if they see obesity becoming an epidemic problem or disease all over the world. Among one of the joys of traveling abroad is the exposure to different types of cuisines. Actually, this makes up 50% impression, a priceless bit of insight into the types of food that the locals consume on a daily basis. Part of the other 50% is made out of cross-cultural differences, which sometimes include unusual and strange eating habits. Sometimes these different practices can leave us feeling out of place or come off as unintentionally rude, which leads some of us to issues. For example, in Korea, respect for the elders is a key element to keep in mind. Before beginning a meal, make sure the elders on the table have begun eating first. Another example is India. It is pretty widely known that Indians traditionally eat with hands. However, this practice isn't limited to traditional Indians only. Some say it is more delicious to do so perhaps due to the ability to personally mix your food and curries to your precise taste. Also in Japan, it is customary to slurp your noodle soup as loud as you can when eating your noodle soup or ramen. It serves as a display of enjoyment as well as supposedly enhancing the flavors of the soup as you consume it. The food we eat gives our body the information and fuel it needs to properly function. If it doesn't get the right information, our metabolic processes can suffer and our health can decline. It is essential to have good nutrition based on healthy eating habits to enable you to stay healthy, active, and live a longer life. In short, the nutrition you put in your body can help you avoid certain diseases that can put your life at risk. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.